God says, "My beloved child, Archangel Michael has been sent to you with a divine emergency, and he has been crying in the heavens because this moment is so important. My voice reaches you today with trembling urgency, for what is happening in your life is not an ordinary event. You may feel like your days have been filled with struggles, your nights with unanswered prayers, your heart with burdens that no one seemed to notice, but today heaven itself is moving, and the angels are rushing at the speed of light with an announcement that will shake everything you thought you knew." Archangel Michael himself has leaned forward from the gates of eternity and spoken clearly, saying it is an emergency, and my child must open their ears, open their heart, and open their soul, because something has just happened that no one in your surroundings will tell you. This is why I, the Lord your God, have chosen to reveal it myself. My child, your name has just been selected for a huge money miracle, a wealth that was written in the heavenly books long ago, but which has been kept hidden until now, until this moment of divine timing. You must not ignore this, you must not let your doubts, your fears, or the lies of others make you turn away from what is happening right now. Heaven is unfolding its plan, and it is urgent that you understand that you are standing at the doorway of your breakthrough. You may think that opportunities have passed you by, that blessings belong only to others, that wealth and miracles always go to someone else, but no, this time the heavens are clear, the angels are shouting, and Michael is commanding with his sword lifted high. This one is for you, only you. This treasure has your name written upon it in letters of fire, and no other can touch it. No thief, no enemy, no jealous spirit, no darkness can lay claim to what has been placed in your hands. My child, all these years when you suffered silently, when you sacrificed and no one noticed, when you gave and received little in return, the angels recorded everything. Every tear you shed was collected in heavenly bottles, every prayer you whispered in your loneliness was not ignored, and every time you helped someone when you yourself were in need, heaven marked it down. You may have thought I was silent, but I was writing, recording, preparing, and waiting for this appointed hour. And now the books are open, and your name has been called. Archangel Michael says loudly in the courts of heaven, "It is an emergency, my child must not miss this." The miracle is not small, it is not a mere token or a fragment. It is huge, beyond your imagination, for I am the God who multiplies, the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, the God who makes rivers flow in the desert, the God who provides manna in the wilderness, the God who turns a little into an overflow. This miracle of money is not given to destroy you or corrupt you, but to free you, to honor you, to position you, and to prove to the world that my hand is upon you. There are people who doubted you, who mocked you, who secretly hoped to see you fail, who said you would never rise, who whispered behind your back that you were cursed or forgotten. But now they will be silenced, for what is about to manifest will speak louder than any rumor. Do not be deceived, my child, there are forces that do not want you to receive this. That is why Michael says it is urgent, it is an emergency. The enemy knows that once you step into this blessing, you will no longer be controlled, you will no longer be silenced. You will no longer be in chains. The enemy tried to blind you with discouragement, to bury you in debt, to make you tired so you would not fight, to make you think nothing would ever change. But now I am tearing the veil, I am exposing the schemes, I am overturning the tables of darkness, and I am placing in your hands what belongs to you. Do not tell this to everyone, my child, for not all around you are pure in their intentions. Some smile, but envy burns behind their smiles. Some act like friends, but secretly pray for your downfall. Some would try to rob you of this miracle if they knew. That is why the angels say, guard this word, hold it close, protect it in your heart, for it is yours and only yours. There are those who will not celebrate your breakthrough, but you must not fear them, for Michael stands as your protector. With his flaming sword, he blocks every thief, every spirit of poverty, every curse of limitation. Nothing will stop this miracle. Your name, my child, has been spoken in the courts of heaven. The scrolls have been unsealed. A decree has been issued with your identity marked on it. Angels are dispatched carrying golden vessels of provision, and the sound of abundance is echoing in the heavens. I am shifting things on earth, moving people, stirring hearts, unlocking doors, and aligning circumstances so that this wealth reaches you in the right time and place. Even now, as you hear this message, angels are at work. What seemed impossible is already happening behind the scenes. You may wonder, why me, Lord? Why now? Because I have seen your endurance. I have seen you choose faith even when it hurt. I have seen you hold on when others would have let go. You carried weights that no one else saw. You battled storms in silence. You kept walking even when the road was dark. And now, my child, heaven has remembered you. The time of waiting has ended. This is not by accident, not coincidence, not luck. It is divine appointment. Do not ignore this, for ignoring it would be like turning away from your own inheritance. Imagine if someone left you a treasure chest with your name engraved on it, but you refused to open it because you doubted it was truly yours. That is what the enemy wants, for you to doubt, for you to dismiss, for you to say maybe later, maybe not, maybe never. But Michael is shouting with urgency, not later, not tomorrow, but now. Open it quickly, act quickly, believe quickly, because the blessing is ready to be delivered. This wealth will come in ways you do not expect. Do not limit me to one channel, one person, one opportunity. I can move kings and rulers, I can shift governments, I can stir strangers to bless you, I can release funds that were blocked, I can cause inheritance to find you, I can make hidden treasures appear. Do not look only at your salary, your job, or your current situation. Look to me, the God of miracles. For I do not depend on earthly systems, I create my own. And I have already created a pathway for this money miracle to reach you. You will see signs, my child. Small confirmations will appear to show you the angels are near. Unexpected calls, sudden messages, unusual encounters, surprising news, they are not random. They are markers on the path of your miracle. Pay attention, stay awake, be sensitive to the whispers of the Spirit. Do not dismiss what looks small, for small signs lead to great breakthroughs. My beloved, there are people who will try to convince you this is not real, that miracles are fantasies, that blessings are illusions. But you know my voice. You know when I am speaking. Deep in your spirit you feel the fire, you feel the truth, you feel the pull. That is not your imagination, that is my Spirit confirming. Do not let unbelief steal what faith has planted. Archangel Michael stands at your side now. He has been assigned as your guardian for this very moment. He is fighting off demons of lack, slashing through chains of generational poverty, cutting down lies of insufficiency, and declaring loudly in the heavens that you are chosen. He has been weeping for you, for so long you ignored the signs, so long you doubted your worth, but now he rejoices, for you are finally opening your heart. He says, "Tell my child, it is not too late, it is right on time. Do not be afraid." Sometimes blessings feel overwhelming, sometimes wealth brings new responsibility, sometimes abundance feels strange when you are used to little. But I will guide you, I will show you how to use this wealth, how to steward it, how to bless others without being drained, how to build instead of waste, how to rise without falling. This miracle is not to harm you, but to lift you higher. My child, this is the moment you prayed for and the nights you cried. This is the answer to the prayer you thought I ignored. This is the harvest of the seeds you planted when no one saw. This is the turning of the page, the breaking of the cycle, the dawn after the longest night. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not overlooked. You are chosen, called, marked, and blessed. Archangel Michael says it again, louder, firmer, with urgency that shakes the heavens. It is an emergency, my child must not ignore this. The time is short, the window is open, the miracle is here. Open it quickly. Believe now. Step forward. Receive it. For your name has been selected for a huge money miracle, and nothing can stop it, my beloved child. Listen to me with all the attention of your soul, because what is coming to you now is not ordinary. It is not something that can be explained in human terms. It is a heavenly move that has been sealed in eternity before you were born. I, the Lord your God, speak through the voice of Archangel Michael, who stands beside you right now as a messenger, as a protector, as a warrior who carries truth in his sword and light in his shield. This moment is an emergency in the spirit. Do not take this lightly. Do not dismiss this as if it were just another passing word. For this is the hour where your name has been called in the courtrooms of heaven, your file has been pulled out, and the scroll has been opened. Your name has been selected for a money miracle that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart has imagined. It is already written, it is already stamped, it is already released. But listen to me carefully, my child, it must not be shared with anyone prematurely. Do not tell it to anyone. Keep it sealed in your heart until I give you the time to reveal. For not everyone who smiles at you is happy for you, not everyone who claims to love you desires you are rising, and not everyone around you can handle the magnitude of what I am about to pour into your life. My child, the heavens have been in warfare for your sake. Michael has been battling forces that you cannot even imagine, forces that swore to themselves you would never touch abundance. Forces that had written false contracts against you, false agreements in the spirit realm that tied up your finances, your destiny, your inheritance. They tried to place chains on your name. They tried to erase your signature from the divine documents. They tried to mark your file as closed, forgotten, rejected. But the blood of my Son speaks louder than every accusation, louder than every curse, louder than every scheme. The cry of the blood on the altar of mercy cancelled the handwriting of ordinances that was against you. And now Michael comes to tell you that the cancellation has been finalized. The seal has been broken. The heavenly treasury has opened its gates, and your name has been chosen. This is not a maybe, this is not a possibility, this is already happening. But you must not ignore it. You must not let this pass you by. You must open yourself quickly to receive, for delay will only create resistance, and resistance will only create unnecessary struggle. I, the Lord, do not want you to struggle anymore. Listen, child, I have seen your tears. I have counted them in bottles. Every night you thought no one was watching, I was there. Every time you wondered if your prayers were wasted, I was listening. Every time you gave when you yourself lacked, I recorded it. Every act of faith you performed in secret became a seed before me. And though the enemy tried to bury that seed in darkness, today it has germinated, today it has broken the ground, today it is bearing fruit in abundance. You were never forgotten. The enemy whispered lies, telling you that I had passed you by, that you were invisible, that you were cursed. But the truth is you are chosen, set apart, marked with light, and destined for increase. That is why the attack was so intense. That is why a door is shut in your face. That is why people betrayed you. It was not because you were weak, it was because you carried a treasure too powerful for them to comprehend. But now the vaults of heaven are open. Michael has been sent urgently to make sure you do not miss this divine appointment. Child, hear me, this money miracle is not simply for comfort, though comfort will come. It is not simply for luxury, though blessings will overflow. It is for destiny. It is for assignment. It is for divine purpose. For too long you have been limited by lack, unable to stretch your wings, unable to walk in the fullness of what I called you to do. But the time of limitation is over. The chains of poverty have been shattered. The curse of scarcity has been broken. I, the Lord, have shifted your story. But this must remain between you and me until I guide you on the proper time to testify. The treasure of heaven is too sacred to be thrown before those who will trample it. Guard it. Seal it in prayer. Cover it in silence. For I will bring the right people who will celebrate you without envy, who will guard your rising without jealousy, who will carry you in prayer without malice. Do not reveal prematurely. Trust my timing. Michael says to you, it is an emergency. Not because God is late, but because the window of divine visitation is right now. If you let your heart be distracted, if you say, maybe tomorrow, maybe later, you risk missing what is pouring out in this very hour. The heavens operate by kairos moments, appointed times that do not wait for human hesitation. This is your kairos moment. This is your appointed hour. Do not procrastinate. Do not doubt. Do not let fear choke the seed. Open now, receive now, believe now. The floodgates are unlocked. The river is flowing. Your name has been inscribed in golden letters on the scroll of abundance. No demon, no witch, no enemy can erase it now. The only danger is your unbelief, your hesitation, your neglect. That is why I speak with urgency. Open it quickly, guard it closely, believe it firmly. Child, the wealth coming is unusual. It will not make sense in the natural. You will ask yourself, how did this happen? How did my name come up? How did such favor locate me? And I will whisper, it is because I remembered you. When men forgot you, I remembered. When systems overlooked you, I remembered. When opportunities passed you, I remembered. And when I remember, no power in heaven or earth can stop what I release. The miracle money is not man-made, it is heaven-sent. Do not try to figure it out with logic. Do not try to explain it to those who will scoff. Just receive. Just guard. Just walk in obedience. For I am doing a new thing. It springs forth now. Can you not see it? Michael is weeping as he speaks, not with sorrow but with urgency. He has carried your file for years, waiting for the Father's decree to release it. He has fought battles over your life that you never even knew existed. He has shielded you when arrows were flying. He has cut off contracts written in darkness against your finances. And now, finally, he brings you the scroll. He says, my child, your name has been selected. The treasury is open. The reward is here. But do not tell anyone yet. Do not expose it before the time. Guard it like a jewel, for eyes are watching, ears are listening, and not every ear is friendly. This is not a small thing. This is a once-in-a-lifetime visitation. The doors that are opening now will never close again unless you allow fear or death. It is a disobedience to push them shut. That is why you must take this seriously. That is why you must believe without wavering. That is why you must open quickly. Child, I have seen the hands that worked against you. I have seen the woman who spoke curses in secret. I have seen the man who betrayed your trust. I have seen the relatives who smiled to your face but plotted behind your back. I have seen the authorities who judged you unfairly. I have seen the friends who abandoned you in your lowest hour. Do not worry. They did not stop your rising. They only delayed their own blessing. For I, the Lord, turn every curse into blessing, every betrayal into elevation, every setback into a greater comeback. Do not waste time hating them. Do not waste energy fighting them. Your focus must be on receiving what is being poured out now. They cannot stop you anymore. Their hands are tied. Their tongues are silenced. Their plots have failed. You are walking into the greatest reversal of your life. Do you not know that my plans are always to prosper you and not to harm you? Do you not know that I delight in your prosperity as much as in your salvation? I do not give half blessings. I give full blessings. And now, as you stand at the edge of this miracle, I am telling you, step in boldly. Do not be afraid. Do not second guess. Do not hide from your own destiny. You are not unworthy. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. Every voice that told you otherwise was lying. My truth stands. My love covers. my grace qualifies, and my abundance flows. So, my beloved child, hear me once more. It is an emergency, not because I am panicked but because the time is short, the window is open and you must enter now. Your name has been selected. Your inheritance has been released. Your scroll has been opened. The miracle money has your name engraved on it. Guard it. Do not tell anyone until I say. Do not ignore this. Do not delay. Open quickly. Receive fully. Rejoice deeply. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken, and Michael my archangel has delivered it. God says, Archangel Michael speaks now with urgency, because this is not something small. This is not something ordinary. This is not something you can casually push aside. This is an emergency. This is the moment heaven has been arranging for you behind the curtains of your life. And now it has finally come to your doorstep. My child, I am telling you with holy fire, with divine breath, with trembling light flowing from the throne of the Most High. Your name has just been written into a miracle that carries money, abundance, inheritance, and divine wealth that no human can do, and the human on earth can explain away. This is not a coincidence. This is not random luck. This is not a man-made plan. This is heaven's orchestration. This is the miracle God Himself has been waiting to release over you. And today, in this hour, Archangel Michael has been commanded to speak directly to you because you must know. You must awaken. You must not ignore this. Because if you treat this lightly, if you delay, if you let it pass by like you've done with other warnings, you will regret it deeply. Do you understand, beloved child of God, how long heaven has been protecting you? How many times Archangel Michael stood between you and disaster? How many times you nearly lost everything but were pulled back from the edge because your time of abundance had not yet come? Every tear you cried in secret, every night you laid awake wondering if God had forgotten you, every betrayal you endured silently while people mocked you, laughed at you, and thought you were left behind. Those nights were written into the divine schedule because God never intended to leave you in luck. He never intended to let you stay in emptiness. He was preparing a moment that would shock even you. And this is that my child, hear this now, for this is not a moment you can overlook. God says, Archangel Michael speaks with urgency, and his words are not to be ignored. He stands with his sword of light raised high, his voice echoing through the heavens, declaring that something has just shifted in your life. It is a divine emergency, not one of danger but of breakthrough. You may not realize it yet, but your name has just been written on the scroll of miraculous blessings. It has been sealed with the hand of God Himself. This is not a coincidence. This is not an ordinary message. This is a direct divine announcement. Your name has been chosen for a huge money miracle, a miracle that will change everything for you. My child, Michael says you are safe, but you must not ignore this moment. Heaven has been watching you, and you have gone through seasons of pain, hardship, tears, and unanswered prayers. Many nights you looked at the ceiling and whispered, God, when will it be my turn? When will my prayers be answered? And though it felt like silence, Though it seemed as though heaven was quiet, the truth is that God was aligning everything in your favor. Heaven does not forget the cries of a faithful heart. You were not overlooked. You were not abandoned. You were being prepared for this exact hour. God says the breakthrough is here. Archangel Michael says, "My child, do not keep this locked inside your doubt. Do not let fear rob you of this gift. There is a holy shift in your atmosphere right now. You may not feel it with your skin. You may not see it with your eyes. But in the spirit realm, angels are moving. Michael has commanded legions to surround your name, to protect your destiny, and to block every spirit of poverty, debt, lack, and despair that tried to chain you down. That chain is broken in this very moment. Heaven declares freedom, abundance, and miracle release over you. God says, do not be afraid of money miracles. Do not think it is too big for you. I am the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, the silver and gold are mine, and I give to whom I please. And today, I have chosen you. Child, the reason this is so urgent is because the enemy wants to whisper lies to you. He wants you to think you are not worthy, that you are not ready, that blessings are for other people but not you. But Archangel Michael says, silence those lies now. Cast them away. You are chosen. You are worthy. You are prepared. Listen closely. Your name was written down, and heaven placed a seal of favor upon it. The miracle has already begun to manifest. Somewhere, doors are opening for you. Somewhere, financial systems are shifting in your favor. Somewhere, people you do not even know are speaking your name in rooms that will bless you. Somewhere, God is using strangers, angels in disguise, and divine opportunities to bring what is yours. But God also says, do not tell this to everyone. Protect what I give you. Not everyone around you is ready to celebrate your victory. Some will envy. Some will doubt. Some will try to steal your peace. That is why Archangel Michael warned you, this is only for you. Keep it in prayer. Guard it with faith. Do not allow anyone to distract you from receiving it fully. My child, I know your heart has carried heaviness. You have seen others rise while you stayed waiting. You have asked, why not me, God? But this is your answer. It was not denial. It was delay until the perfect moment. And that perfect moment is here. God says this message is a confirmation of everything you prayed for but thought was impossible. That impossible is turning into possible. That no is turning into yes. That closed door is opening wide. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this. Do not doubt this. Open it with your faith. Receive it now. Every time you doubt, the blessing lingers. Every time you believe, the blessing accelerates. Right now, heaven is measuring your faith. Not by how much you shout, not by how many people you tell, but by how much you trust in the quiet of your heart. God says, you are safe. You are protected. You are covered. Nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing can take what heaven has already written in your name. The hand of the Lord is upon you. The angels are covering you. The Spirit of God is breathing on you. You are not standing alone. The entire host of heaven is surrounding your destiny. This money miracle is not just for comfort. It is for purpose. God says, I am blessing you so you can bless others. I am providing for you so you can become provision for those in need. I am lifting you so you can lift others. Do not fear the weight of this blessing. With it comes strength, wisdom, and favor beyond human understanding. You must pray now. Pray with a heart of thanksgiving. Pray not as someone begging, but as someone receiving what is already yours. Thank God for the miracle. Thank Him for the provision. Thank Him for the abundance. Speak it as though it is already in your hands, for in the Spirit it already is. Archangel Michael says, time is moving fast. Do not delay. Each moment you believe, the miracle gets closer. Each moment you doubt, the enemy tries to interfere. But the enemy cannot win when you walk in faith. Heaven has already defeated him. All you must do is stay aligned with belief. Child, rest assured, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong. God is with you in this moment. Angels surround you. The miracle is sealed. Your name has been selected. Do not ignore it. Do not let it slip away. This is your divine season, your divine emergency, your divine breakthrough. Heaven is watching for your response. Now, pray deeply. Say, God, I receive. God, I receive. I will not fear. I will not doubt. I trust you. I thank you for my miracle. I guard it, I protect it, and I step into it with faith. In Jesus' name, Amen. And as you whisper these words, know that Archangel Michael is already moving. His wings cover you, his sword defends you, and his voice declares, this child has believed. This child has received. The emergency is no longer fear. The emergency is now your blessing arriving faster than you thought. Trust, believe, and receive. The miracle belongs to you. God has spoken. Archangel Michael has confirmed. My child, listen closely, for this is not a message of ordinary weight. This is not a passing thought or a fleeting whisper. It is an urgent declaration that comes from the heavens themselves. God says that there is something unfolding in your life that cannot be delayed, cannot be ignored, and must not be dismissed as a coincidence. Archangel Michael has rushed forward with his wings stretched wide, his sword of light glowing, declaring with urgency that this moment is not to be taken lightly. He says, it is an emergency, a divine alert ringing in the spiritual realm, because your destiny is about to be shifted in a way that even you cannot yet imagine. You have been waiting, hoping, praying, and crying in silence. There have been times you wondered if heaven hears you, if your prayers reach beyond the walls of your room, if your tears are collected in the hands of God or simply falling unseen. But let it be known to you today, not a single tear of yours has been wasted, not a single prayer has been unheard, not a single plea of your heart has been ignored. God has counted them all, weighed them in His balance, and the moment has now come where the heavens open and pour forth what was hidden from you. Archangel Michael declares that your name, yes your name, has just been selected in the spiritual records of heaven for a huge money miracle. You may not yet see it in your bank account, you may not yet touch it with your hands, but in the book of destiny, in the archives of the divine plan, your name has been stamped, highlighted, and chosen by the Lord. This is not something you asked for, man. This is not something anyone around you can give. This comes directly from God, and He has instructed Michael to deliver this to you quickly because time is short, the window is narrow, and the miracle has already begun its descent into your reality. You must understand, child of God, that wealth in this world is not just about money, it is about resources, about provision, about having what you need at the exact moment you need it. And while the enemy tried to keep you stuck in cycles of lack, disappointment, and delay, heaven has now intervened. God says enough is enough. God says you cannot be kept in chains anymore. God says what belongs to you must now reach you. This is why Michael comes rushing, declaring it an emergency, for the season of release has come, and the miracle assigned to your life cannot remain hidden any longer. Think back, my child, on the times you were pushed aside, overlooked, made to feel small. Think of how often you have been in places where others received, yet you were left waiting. Think of the moments you doubted yourself, doubted your worth, doubted whether you were meant to rise higher. Let all of those memories stand before you now, because God says they are being overturned, erased, and rewritten. The same place where you were overlooked is the same place where you will now be celebrated. The same voice that told you, "You don't deserve this," will now be silenced as God Himself declares, "My child, it is yours." Do not tell this to anyone, Michael warns, because this miracle is personal. Not everyone can handle what God is giving you. Some will envy, some will doubt, some will try to talk you out of it. But this is why the command comes so clearly: keep it close to your heart, trust what heaven has told you, and do not let doubt rob you of what is already moving toward you. The spiritual transaction has already been made, it is now being delivered into the physical. And you, beloved, must hold firm in faith to receive it fully. God says you are safe, nothing will go wrong with you. Even when you feel the winds of fear, even when you sense the shadows of doubt, God says His hand is upon you. The angels surround you like a shield. The money miracle will not bring you harm, it will not bring you confusion, it will not destroy you. Instead, it will lift you, heal you, restore you, and show you just how deeply heaven has been working in your favor all along. Do not think of this as luck.